Hi, welcome to another episode of Cooking with the Caseys. It's been a while. I know that we haven't had one up in, I don't know, about a month and a half or so, something like that, but we finally had our camera issues resolved, so we got everything up and running. Tonight, we're going to be doing some pork chops. Now, this is a special recipe that my mom showed me. What you're going to do is you're going to need to get some mayonnaise. It doesn't really matter what brand, but we use Blue Plate around here. So I'm going to get some mayonnaise, some breadcrumbs. I like to use the garlic and herb ones. And then your three basic seasonings we always use, just salt, black pepper, and red pepper. That's it. This is going to be for our little side dish that I'm doing. I'm going to be doing something with those sweet potatoes. I'll show you that in a little bit. I have two leftover barbecued pork steaks from the other day that I did. I'm sure y'all seen my stuff on Facebook. I know some of y'all follow me on there too and look at my stuff. And that's going to go to good use. I don't like throwing anything away. You know, us Cajuns around here, we save everything. So I'm going to put that in some turnip greens. You're going to need onion and a little bit of garlic for that if you ever do make your turnip greens. I'll show you how to do that too. Now when we come back, I'm going to be showing you what to do with all the seasoning and everything, and putting the breadcrumbs on and stuff. And now the mayonnaise is you might think that's kind of weird, and it is kind of a strange thing to have in a recipe, especially for pork chops. But I'm going to show you what to do with that whenever we come back. And we'll be right back. And today, behind the camera, we have my daughter Raven again, and my other daughter is at band practice right now. She should be back in a little while. She might make a little appearance. So, we'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Alright, we're back. Now, what you want to do when you're doing this dish is you want to make a little production line going, okay? What I do, I find it's easiest when you pre-season all your meat in a big bowl. Okay, this is my meat seasoning bowl. I've used the same bowl pretty much every time I cook. You like that, huh, baby? And then when I'm doing this dish, I like to get a plate and just spread a little mayonnaise on it and put my breadcrumbs in another little pan, okay? And over here, we've got our side dish cooking. I've got meat all over my hands, but see, it's that's the leftover pork, some onions and garlic. And what I like to do is I keep some water, because if you don't keep on it, it's going to start sticking. But I'm usually busy in the kitchen, so what I do is I pour a little water down in there and then push it around a little bit, and you're good to go. You can come back over here and finish doing what you was doing for a little bit till the water cooks out. That's just a little tip, a little Cajun tip. Plus, it gets all them little stickies off the bottom. That's flavored. Every time something sticks to the bottom, don't throw the dish away, even if you think it's burnt. Just get a little bit of water, pour it down in there, scrape that shit off. Woo! Some good stuff. Now, I got my potatoes set aside, because that's going to take the least amount of time. They don't take long. Got the oven on about 375, okay? And I got some oil out, all right? Now the oil, what you're going to do with that, I like to take a napkin and, hold on, let me, on there. Just graze a little bit with some oil. I like to take a napkin, and what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit on there. You don't need much. I'm talking a little bit, just to spread onto the bottom of your pan. Okay? You just barely want to lightly put a little oil on there. Just graze a little bit with some oil. You don't need a lot at all, just enough to keep that breadcrumbs and everything from sticking down in there. Okay? And you can use whatever pan you want. I just like to use my big aluminum one because I can put everything in it. Plus, my good Pyrex pan broke the other day, so that's what we're stuck with for right now. But anyway, here we go. Now, I have assorted pork chops. I have the loins and the thigh cut in here. What you want to do is you want to take it. You don't want to put a whole lot of mayonnaise. Just enough to get a little bit on there. slap it down in the breadcrumbs, flip it around real good. Make sure you get it coated up real nice.
You like mayonnaise?
You like some mayonnaise, huh?
Yeah.
Now this is a recipe I told you before when we started that Mom showed me this. My mom used to do this, man, and my mom was a hell of a cook, man. She was a good cook. So that's pretty much it. That's what you do for that. And I usually keep a spoon handy for the mayonnaise. And that way, you know, because you're putting the pork in it, you know, of course you don't want to keep spooning it straight on the pork. Whenever you need more mayonnaise on the plate, you can just spoon a little bit out of there. But you get the basic idea, you know. It's not a hard dish to do. It just takes a little time to get everything prepared and coated, and before you get it in the oven, you know. Prep time is usually what takes the most time on most of my dishes, because I like to do them up right, you know, and make sure everything is done the way it's supposed to be. But alright, that's it for this step. I just wanted to give you the general idea of how you do it. And when we come back, we're going to have all the pork chops laid out in the pan. I'm probably going to be adding the greens to the pot and showing you what to do with the sweet potatoes there. And then I'm going to stick them in the oven, and next step after that is going to be plating it up and showing you how good it is. So we'll be right back.
Bye!
Alright, we're back. I transferred my my leftover pork steaks to another pot with the onions and garlic, and dumped the greens in there. Now basically all these have to do is heat up and let some of that water I added boil out of them. That'll be good. Gonna throw this in the oven. I've got it cooking right now at about 375. Then I'll show you what you want to do with these sweet potatoes. What you want to do, well, this is what I'm doing tonight. You know, you can do whatever you want with them. But I just peel them like a regular potato. Get rid of the ends. Oh, I'll get that in a minute. And just cut them up a little bit. Then after you peel them and cut them up a little bit into little pieces, just like you're making regular mashed potatoes. You know, I use about 7-8. Boil them till they get soft. Then I like to add butter, a little bit of evaporated milk, and some sugar and cinnamon. So it's like regular sweet potatoes, but it's like mashed potato sweet potatoes. So that's what we're going to be doing with that. And I just wanted to come back real quick and show y'all what we had going. I'm going to get my potatoes boiling and make those. And when we come back, we're going to have the pork chops out. We're going to plate everything up, and we're going to go eat. So we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We're going to be plating everything up so we can eat. My other daughter Ashlyn came back from band practice today, and she's ready to eat with us. And of course, I've got the little mini me turd on the camera. Raven, yes.
Is that my plate?
No, baby. So, she's a weirdo, but I know her. So, everything's done.
Pork chop.
We've got the pork chops.
Is that mine? Is that my plate?
No, baby. So, this is what we're going to do. I'm done with all the sides. We have some turnip greens with those nice leftover barbecue pork chops I showed y'all earlier. We have some really, really good Boy, these came out good too. I tasted them already. They are delicious, man. Some really, really good cinnamon, sugar, and butter sweet potato mashed potatoes. And last but not least, which one you want, baby? This is your plate. Pick it. You insulted? Which one you want? This one? Last but not least.
That's the one I was gonna get.
Oh, come on now. Oh, look at that. You see how much they falling apart? Oh, yeah. I went to grab it out and they just melt. Last but not least, we got my mama's breaded pork chop recipe. Okay? Now this is done with mayo, and a lot of people think it's weird, but the mayo makes it really tender. I don't know what it does. Don't ask me. I'm not, a technical expert on everything I do. I'm just a Cajun mad scientist. I put things together and I experiment and I make my own recipes, and of course I tweaked it a little bit. This is my mom's recipe, but I did my own little thing to it. So we're gonna go eat, and hope y'all enjoyed it. This is my daughter Ash. That's my little mini-me Raven.
And by the way, I'm a mad scientist too. I can make salad.
I'm the Cajun mad scientist, and we're fixing to go eat our food. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.